Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. I hope this lines out correctly, the sound and the video. But anyway, today we are doing a Teemo game, and Teemo is going to go top lane for us, but you could read all of that from the title, so you already knew this! I'm just hoping I'm correct here. So we're waiting for this loading screen to disappear from my computer. Oh, yeah. Excellent spectator mode. That's why it took a little bit, because the spectator mode takes a little bit to initiate. And there we go, having the Teemo. Come on, follow the Teemo. So we are starting boots and potions. Udyr is starting cloth armor and potions, even though he doesn't need that at all in the jungle. And yeah, he doesn't have flash. He decides to go for teleport, which is kind of a pointless skill on Udyr. You use flash to get in close to your enemy to land that stun, and then people can pile on. But teleport doesn't add anything to Udyr's skills, except that you have like 3 more seconds, or 3 less seconds to get in lane. So it seems that the enemy team does not have a jungler. And it seems that the top laners just completely ignore Teemo here. No, he's invisible. He is being Teemo, man. So it seems that everyone wants to back off. And both teams have an invisible person there. Wow, he got hit again. What happened here? How can I see him? Oh, the flash going off and Teemo has to run out. But yeah, that's the problem. Did he reveal himself? Because he must have. He must have moved. Otherwise there's no way they knew where he was. But yeah, both of them have free skills, so it's kind of obvious they're going to spam those AoE free skills on you. So yeah, it's always better to stay at your turret. There's really no situation in which it's not. The only situation is when you are, so there is one situation, and that's when you're in a 2 versus 1 lane, like here. And you know that you're not the one getting the harass or getting killed. But yeah, even then it's not a very smart move. Oh wow. We already have a first blood in bottom lane. It is going to be this was kind of cute. The Twitch attacking from completely wrong positioning and not realizing that the 2 enemies have way more damage than he does, or his team does in general. Because Blitzcrank doesn't have that much damage, he has a lot of disrupt. He has quite a bit of damage late game, but not so much early game. And yeah, this is I found really annoying. The Ezreal skin is still bugged, the new legendary skin, because I could hear his whatever charged in the top lane while he is bottom lane, and that should never happen. So yeah, bugs for the win. I guess that even the legendary skins, where they make like, I don't know, $100,000 on that one skin, that even that skin is not tested properly. Because I noticed this the first game that I did with the Ezreal skin in it. So yeah, that means that it must be a common mistake, because it's or a very easy to spot mistake, because if I notice it the first game I have with him, then yeah, it must be something very common, something that happens just about every game. And there's another one. And that is just very annoying, because yeah, it makes that we don't really get to well, see our game. We also get to hear the bottom lane random well, sound things. Seems that Udyr wished he had flash now. And they're on, yeah, unless the enemies really overextend, they should never have done this much damage. But unless they really overextend, there's no way they can get the kill here. But yeah, if this Tryndamere stays in, then Teemo might have a decent chance. It's good from Udyr to come here. That's there's no doubt about that. Because Teemo is of course in trouble because he is in a 1 versus 2 lane. And 1 versus 2 lanes are really difficult to pull off. And it seems that Udyr is still farming with Cassidy here. He could have stunned Cassidy and done quite a bit of damage there. But now the Tryndamere is there as well. Teemo in the meantime, he notices that someone is missing. And he is just going to well, take advantage of that. And push this lane as far as he can, get as many of the last hits as he can. And currently he is at 15 versus 12 plus 5, so he's pretty much equal. Which is impressive, to be honest. Because, yeah, well, he doesn't really have anything else. Teemo, run out, run out, run out. Yes, Teemo does understand what's coming up. And, yeah, a 3 versus 1 coming at you, that is not good. Even if they don't know where you are, you should still run out when you have the chance. And it seems that they make the mistake once again in the bottom lane here. Maybe they didn't make the same mistake. Yeah, it is once again 1 versus 2. And oh, Twitch not following up on that. He could have killed this dude. Because he has no, yeah, he has nothing available. And Twitch, yeah, he has at least his Ignite available. But maybe no, he doesn't have boots. And does this guy have boots? Sorry, we'll go back to top lane. No, now he has boots. But he didn't have boots. So that could have worked out pretty well for Twitch if he had gone for boots and potions. On the other hand, he probably wouldn't have gotten the first kill. No, that's on the same hand, I guess. Olaf wouldn't have gotten the same kill, or the first kill, if Twitch had gone for boots and potions. Because he wouldn't have been able to catch up. Plus, I don't think Twitch would have overextended as much with that. Oh, nice attempt there. That's quite a bit of damage, but yeah, the Udyr could not follow up. And yeah, I don't know why Udyr didn't just go on this guy. Because he knows that Riven is out of the lane. Riven just got super damaged by Teemo. Teemo even expending his flash for that. That may not have been the smartest of ideas. But yeah, well, he won't be needing it anyway anytime soon. Because it seems that the jungler is not really eager. Oh, there is no jungler. Okay. Never mind. It seems that there is no jungler, and that's why he doesn't need the flash. He can normally see the situations coming. And as long as you can see them coming, you should be able to avoid any situation with Teemo. Because you have that move quick, which is really important. And well, we have some kills in bottom lane. Let's go watch that. So the teleport comes in, and yeah, he's actually going to get a stun out of that teleport. That is pretty amazing. But yeah, they are going to pick up the kill back. So yeah, there you see it. Teleport, not a good skill on Udyr. Oh man. I wish I would make a teleport potion, man. That would be so cool. I'm still waiting for the invulnerability potion. That used to be in Dota, and that was so good. Or at least it was in Warcraft 3. I'm not actually sure if it was in Dota. I'm pretty sure it was, but and it seems that this guy is going to get killed. I'm not going to follow every kill. It is not that important. Anyway, he gets out. And I'm just wondering in the bottom lane every time why they screw up so much. because it's not that hard to stay alive. So he is putting some mushrooms in the top brush. Of course you need to spread them out a little bit further, because there needs to be 4 seconds between them as a walk time. You do get slowed by quite a huge margin. It is 30% slow. So you can take that into account, but 4 seconds is about the beginning of the bush to the end of the bush. That's how far they should be apart if you want to use them for slow or damage, because the damage doesn't stack, the slow doesn't stack. So hitting multiple mushrooms at the same time doesn't add anything to the damage. But of course, if you wall off something like this, so if you want to put mushrooms here to make sure that a jungler always runs into it, it's kind of whether you place them like this or like this. There's the difference. And Riven getting really aggressive and is going to get the kill here. No, he is still alive and he's going to stay alive. Come on, come on. Nicely done. That was a very good escape. And yeah, that's why you get boots and potions, guys. Another win for the boots and potions team. So anyway, if you want to block off the jungler from ganking you, so you put a mushroom here, 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 here. You have 4 mushrooms, but he's never going to run into multiple mushrooms, because he's going to run from here to here. So he's going to run to 1 and maybe hit 2 every now and then, but still your protection works. If you place them like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, then he can run through all 4. But he can also just skirt around the side and or go around this bush. And yeah, since you can't have mushrooms everywhere, yeah, or you will kind of stay open to a gank, because the range of vision on these mushrooms isn't that great. It's about here, I guess. So it's a really small range. You can't even watch the entire bush when you place it in the middle. And wow, Twitch finally getting a kill there. Oh no, he had a kill already, but yeah, they screw up completely in the bottom lane. So let's go one more back. Twitch going invisible here, and it is a 3 versus 2 situation, but Twitch does not know that. Udyr does not know that. Udyr runs out, and yeah, Twitch actually engaging really late, which is smart, because it means that yeah, he actually got to wait for the damage on Blitzcrank, and a very nice double kill there on Azrael, because they did all of the damage on Blitzcrank, so there wasn't enough damage left to kill the Twitch straight off, and that is of course what you would want out of that. And a very nice recall. No, he could have gotten out, but he still makes it out, no problem. Hopefully. Anyway, yeah, top lane, there's not a whole lot to do, so yeah, well, no, this is over, this fight. Man, that was almost a kill on Azrael, although I think he could have gotten out. But if Kassadin played that better and used his Rift Walk to get into that bush, he would have gotten the kill. Or just used his, what's this called? Force Pulse. That would have been good as well. Especially since he's leveling that up. He leveled that up to level 4 and then doesn't use it on where he thinks his target is. It's a skill shot for a reason. And yeah, if the reason was that he didn't have the 7 stacks that you need, or 6 stacks, sorry. The 6 stacks that you need, then he should have just cast 1 more spell, or 2 more spells. He can easily do that. So yeah, the Teemo pushed to his turret. He did get that last one, that's very nicely done. And yeah, one of the mushrooms gets triggered, which means that he has to replace that with a new one. Twitch once again getting a kill. He is really starting to get the amount of farm he needs. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. But yeah, if Twitch gets the farm he needs, which minion wise he doesn't get, but if he gets a couple of kills, that makes up for the lack of minions, because the highest minions is currently 48. No, 57. Never mind. So the highest farm is around 60. He's around 20. So you need to make up for 40 minions, which 4 kills will definitely do. That means that he does have the normal amount of farm, and if he can amplify that by actually getting some minions every now and then Twitch is pretty much unstoppable. Because Twitch in the late game is like Vayne in the late game. You can kill an entire team if you have the correct items and if you have the amount of farm you need to. Problem with Vayne, well, for your opponent, is that Vayne is really not that farm dependent. If she gets normal farm, so if she gets the normal amount of minions and no kills, then she still is unstoppable in that end game if you know how to play her well. And that of course is pretty annoying to deal with. But yeah, it is something that that is just inherent of Vayne. Vayne is just very strong in that late game because her skills are just so good and they combine so well with the items. So it seems that whoa, she finally got him. She needed to use everything she had, but she finally got him. But Teemo only has boots. He has 2500 gold. And I know he went back at some point. So how is that? Because I was wondering why she did so much damage. But it's because Teemo doesn't have anything. Oh, going for the BF sword. That is not good on Teemo, dude. You don't go BF sword on Teemo. Teemo is not an AD carry. Just look at the recommended items. Oh man. That was so fail. So it seems that even though Teemo is holding off a 1 versus 2 lane, and yeah, he got killed now because he forgot to shop. And yeah, you get level 2 boots at least when you go back the first time. And I know he went back. I just didn't look at his items, but yeah, playing 15 minutes without items, that is not good. And yes, boots are not items. Boots level 1. You need that amplified damage, that utility, whatever you need. And on Teemo, that is the melody is super useful, and this is super unuseful because all 3 of these mushrooms are going to trigger on the same guy, and they're not going to do more than just the 1 mushroom. And here we go. You will see it. Here, if I click him, he's only poisoned once. He is not poisoned by multiple mushrooms. It doesn't work like that. It is like hitting someone multiple times with Teemo. And yeah, he once again makes the mistake to stay there. I don't know how they see that he's there. Because that's the second time they know that he's there. Hang on. Because I just want to see what happened there. So Teemo runs into this bush. And yeah, oh, he concludes that from the fact that nobody runs out of the bush. Yeah, that was just a very good conclusion from that Cassidy. The only way he could have gone invisible if he was just in the front of that bush. And yeah, as I said, a very good conclusion. So what happened here? Oh, they just are very, very low, and wow. Yeah, they just were very, very low, but Melzar still gets killed, so they're still happy about that. And yeah, well, it seems that after he held off so well in this top lane, he bought the wrong items here, and he's not going to hold off the lane anymore, because he needs again 1 versus 2 lane, you need to build tanky, whatever you play. If you play, whether you play a super damage high champion or you play someone like Udyr, who already has that built-in sustain and well, armor and God knows what. So he's already a tanky champion. You still want to build tanky in a 1 versus 2 lane, because that's the only way to hold that. And you don't go Berserker's Greaves into BF Sword, because that is ridiculous. That's ridiculous in the bottom lane already without a healer. But yeah, on the top lane 1 versus 2, I have to say that's that's also not the way to go. But yeah, Teemo has been holding off that lane pretty well for the early parts, and the rest of his team has been kind of messing up. Because there is a jungler on the map, and the jungler really hasn't been able to show his dominance in fights. Because he has been in 4 fights, and he died 4 times. And now, of course, we get multiple kills, but he was 2-0-2. And Teemo is going to kill this dude. Yeah, oh, someone at least. But the poison works really well against Tryndamere. So it seems that, yeah, we still have 1 champion over here. And he is, of course, going for that Udyr. And Udyr is actually going to get killed. I don't know why he didn't just run there. And, yeah, just be safe. But, yeah, he wanted to run through the lane because, well, that's what he's programmed for or something. I don't know. I really don't know. He was really all the way up here and then he ran back. It's pretty crazy. So anyway, Teemo going for Infinity Edge as a first item, and there you have your problem, because he was wondering why the first part of the game was going so well and then the second part was going not so well. Yeah, that's because of the items. You need to build something tanky. You need to build Teemo items, not Ashe items or whatever your AD carry is at the moment. Ezreal, yeah, he's not a good example of that. But yeah, Twitch, he can go for Infinity Edge, because Twitch has a support champion with him. Twitch has the ability to go invisible. Teemo does not have that. Teemo has the ability to harass a whole lot and then run out. So to do damage with his poison, leave the mushrooms behind and go one-on-one in the late game, but not in this yeah, mid game. When you're level 11, you just got your 2nd level ultimate. It is not going to be good to yeah, to go for full damage items. And yeah, no attack speed. You can see the difference between well, this Teemo and how we normally see Teemo behave. The amount of attack damage is really important. Does this guy have his ultimate? Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just use it. Because now, yeah, they're going to get a whole lot of damage done. And, come on. He used his ultimate there? Hang on. I just want to see where he used his ultimate. He still has it. There he uses his ultimate. Okay, he used it on the guy that's already dead. Instead of on this guy, who they could have killed easily with that, and he wouldn't be able to do any damage anymore. Or this guy, who they would have been able to kill without him doing damage anymore. But it seems that, oh man, screw these lags. Oh, it's... No, it's not over, but... Oh, I paused it, yeah. Now it was over. I was like, it's supposed to be over because the number says it's over. I have a number in the top left here that says when it's lagging. So now it's lagging. But yeah, if that number says that it's not lagging and the game is not moving, that is not a good sign. So anyhow, we are going for no, not the red buff. I was assuming the red buff. Not the raids, just running past. Okay. Because why would we get farm, right? Anyway, I think Teemo is doing pretty well. Yeah, he is at 90. with the highest being 93 currently. So he is equal with the highest on the enemy team. Problem is that both of the top laners have that high amount of farm. I mean 95, 93. And yeah, nobody else on his team has that. So seeing from this that this is 99, 93, and then yeah, kind of poor 50, 58. Every one of them is higher than the enemy team, except of course for Teemo. Teemo got killed once again, by the way, as well as the Malzahar. And it seems that this guy is getting out at very low health, so getting a little bit lucky there. And you have to get lucky every now and then. Hang on, I'm going to pause one more time because this lag annoys me to no end. And there we go again. No, it just completely dropped back. I don't know why. It just insists on doing that in some games. And I don't really understand, because it's not like my computer isn't good enough or something like that. So anyway, they're going to destroy a turret here. And yeah, there is a fight going off over here. Teemo does grab the red buff, and yeah, didn't have to flash out there. His teammate was coming up, and he had a mushroom that hit. So yeah, a little bit too cautious there, but it's better to be safe than sorry. That's true, but it's better to be well, at the best of your performance than to just do whatever. And finally a good ultimate there from that Malzahar. And nice. Just a little bit of harassment, but since he doesn't have any AP, he doesn't have any magic penetration. Well, maybe he has some magic penetration, I don't know. No, he went for armor penetration. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So the harass is not going to be that strong. I'm not saying you should play AP Teemo in the top. I'm saying you should get Melody in the top. And Melody will add a little bit of AP, making that blinding dart a whole lot stronger. Plus it adds the ability to reduce the magic resist. And that is of course really great. Wow, nice amount of damage down there. And yes, he will do a lot of damage of course in the later game. And is this going to hit? Oh, so close. But yeah, Twitch could have seen that coming from over here if he actually watched that. I don't think he will. He would have, but where? Oh, Teemo died. Teemo's on the purple team. I keep forgetting. So a very nice job there on the enemy team, getting those kills, because they actually worked as a team. And yeah, it was just 3 versus 2. There was not a whole lot that they could do about that. Yeah, well, not a whole lot happening here. Red buff going to Twitch here, and Twitch should just go back. But he is going to pick up the raids, because he knows that it's good to have that extra farm. How about actually killing it? Yeah, there we go. So yes, Twitch is currently farming up a little bit, 71. And as I said, the farm on this team is, well, 60 or under. And that is pretty sad. That makes me pretty sad. And yeah, this team's farm is just way better. I mean, just 10 minions on each champion will give you 200 gold on each champion. That's 1,000 gold. That is like as if you picked up a dragon. And that's 10 minions. And that's also the reason, by the way, why CLG, the EU, no, CLG NA, sorry, the North American team, decided not to go for dragons anymore in the early game, or not fight for them. Of course, if they can get them for free, they will take them. But yeah, it's all about that. Well, if you get 10 minions each out of that dragon, and 10 minions is not that much. So if the enemies miss like 5 minions and you take 5 minions, then you take 10 minions in general on your opponent, and then you have the same amount of gold without the risk of the team fight. So if you can push the lane, especially top lane is very suited for that. If you can push one wave into the turret of the enemies, you get all of the minions from the wave and the enemy gets none of the minions, then they lose 6 minions. So that's a 12 minion difference. Because you take 6 and they lose 6. And yeah, that's a big deal. It's not actually like that, of course, but it's they take the dragon, which is 200 gold, and you take the minions, which is 100 gold, and they lose 100 gold in minions. So in general, you're still at the same situation. That's what I meant. And a very nice ultimate this time, but then it's not going to result in a kill. They just don't have enough damage. And of course, the team composition on the enemy team is excellent, and they have just some better skills than some of these champions on the purple team. But yeah, the Twitch is going to wreck faces here, and that was exactly my point. He has 10 kills now, 77 minions. He has well, the highest gold in this team and the highest gold overall. So yeah, even though he started off with very poor minions, he can just come back, and that's because he is a stealth champion. He can do a lot of damage to champions because they can't see him. And wow, leaving that turret at 300 HP, that is so sad. Why did you flash there, dude? You're quicker than him, and he is going to go invisible anyway. There is no way you can kill that. So Teemo going for the Zeal here. Yeah, once again, it's not a defensive item. It's not an item you need as Teemo, and it doesn't amplify your skills in any way. And you should go for the red buff. So yeah, when you're behind like that, you need to make sure that you farm. Don't go looking for the enemies. Don't care about the Baron or dragons or whatever. Well, of course you care about the dragons, but you're not going to go looking for them. And yeah, just as I went away, the Udyr got grabbed. But yeah, that's kind of obvious when there's a ward in the bush, of course. Sorry. Oh. Yeah. What can I say? It is kind of an all over the place fight, and it seems that it was a 1-for-2 trade. So they did trade well there. Teemo getting super low, but okay, it is now a 2-for-2. And since Teemo is out, it is going to be a 3 versus 2 fight. Because Teemo had to run back to heal. He got tagged up pretty badly, but yeah, don't wait in bushes when you're behind, because you never know whether there's a ward in there. And if there's a ward in there, you're going to get even further behind, and you're never going to catch up in that way. You're going to catch up by just getting the minions, and of course killing the enemy team. But you kill the enemy team not by sneaking up on them, unless you're Twitch. You kill them by just playing better. And why did Twitch not attack that? He could have easily killed this dude. He has no armor. Well, he has some armor. He has 100 armor. Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, the Kassadin here is going to chase him. And now that the whole team is there, it's probably not so good. Okay, the bear goes down, the stun, and wow, a nice juke there. No mushrooms have gone down, so there's no way they can catch up with him. Yeah, I'll go to that in a second. Is he going to really get out? I think he's going to rejoin the fight. Yeah, I'm going to the rest of the fight. I just wanted to see whether he actually got out. So yeah, of course, with the rest of the team coming in through the bottom here, or the rest of the team, 2 guys, and yeah, it's kind of obvious that something is going to happen over here. And wow, that Riven is so strong. That is ridiculous. So yeah, they pick up 1 kill back, but Riven is just going to do all of her damage there. And oh wow, he still picks up a kill, so he did get back in the fight. And yeah, he did get killed now, but come on, Teemo, get that kill. No, Teemo's not going to grab the kill. And is Riven going to die? Oh, come on, she should die. That is ridiculous. She stayed alive because of her shield. So annoying. Riven is so hard to kill. And there comes the ace. So Twitch in the meantime said, well, I don't need to be in this fight. Well, I'm just going to push this. So even though it was a 4 versus 5 fight, they still win it. And that kind of tells you how much more damage the enemy team has. And that is 150, 134, 110 versus 110. So the lowest of the 3 top ones is equal to the top one on this team. There's your problem. I mean, the amount of gold, I don't think there have been a lot of dragons, but yeah, well, the dragons of course changed this. There has been at least 1 dragon. Well, first of all because it's gone, but second because I saw Tryndamere take it. I was looking for his name. That's the Tryndamere actually took the dragon. And the problem is they have been trying, so the purple team have been trying to catch up by getting more kills, but that's not how that works. You get back by getting more minions, and of course checking the dragon like that is never good. Yeah, there is no ward. There is 1 ward on this team, the Wriggles Lantern, and it was just placed over here. No, that's not their ward even. So blue team grabs the dragon, Baron. Sorry, the Baron. The ward is over here at the blue buff. Oh man. The minion preventing the pull there. The rocket grab. That was pretty nice. So yeah, this is so over. And there's the 4 versus 0 surrender vote. So yeah, the problem here was not that 1 versus 2 top lane, even though yeah, he lost that obviously in minions, but he still got the same amount of minions that the rest got. But yeah, as I said throughout this game, the amount of minions on the rest of his team is just way too low. 88 minions on Asriel, how do you even do that? If you just stand there and right click nothing, then you would even get more than that. Meltar 36, he is excellent at farming minions. He has hang on, I forgot the skill names, and I know you guys find it very important that I get the exact skill names right. First of all, the Call of the Void with Null Zone takes out an entire minion wave. So that's just it. You can nuke down an entire minion wave with these 2 skills. Then the Malefic Visions are excellent for early game farming, and of course they still work in the late game. Because you just cast it on 1 minion, you just keep attacking it, and your Voidlings will attack that. And then once it dies, it jumps to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And you can get all of the minions in either the front or the back with 1 Malefic Visions and some basic attacks. So getting 36 minions on Malzahar means that you have 8,000 gold. Well, Teemo has 7,000 gold because he only has 2 kills and 6 assists, where this guy has way more. But the point is, he could easily have 10,000 gold. Easily. I mean, he just needed more minions. But 100 minions is 2,000 gold. So if he had 136, that's not even a good score. He had the same score as this Riven, so he would have had the same amount of gold. She has a little bit more gold because they got 1 dragon. Yeah, and she has 1 more kill but 3 less assists, so that kind of equals out. But he would have had a similar amount of gold to this. They may have gotten 2 dragons. I didn't really pay attention to that. I was paying attention to Teemo's 1 versus 2. Anyway, yeah, overall this team just messed up because they didn't get the minion kills. Olaf with 53 minions, but this one is especially sad. That makes me so sad. The same on the enemy team, by the way. 89 minions in mid lane. Yeah, the support got 87. So you got outfarmed by the support. Great job. Anyway, that's the problem. It has nothing to do even with these items. The items are wrong, but it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the amount of farming, and Teemo also needed to get way more done. But because he was in a 1 versus 2 lane, I can forgive that. I can see why you didn't get the farm you needed. But 110 minions is still pretty good. If you see that there are only 2 guys over that and both of them were in your lane. But then again, that does mean there were 300 minions in your lane at some point. They did pick up some of the minions in other lanes and some of the minions in the jungle, but overall there were 300 minions in your lane and you got 100 of them. So you could have gotten 200 minions out of that. Well, yeah, you could have gotten 300 minions, but because it's a 1 versus 2 lane, the early game is really hard. So you are going to pick up less, but the late game is going to be the same as, well, it always is, because then they are going to leave the lane. You need to push, you need to grab back those minions, but every wave you take is 6 more minions, 7 more minions. And that gold is going to stack up, because if you just keep doing that for like 10 waves, then you have 60 more minions, and you can see how that affects your score, because then you go from this guy's score to this guy's score, so you get 1200 more gold, and that's a huge amount. So, and 1200 gold would have finished off a very nice item. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.